So I know people are going to ask me about how I made this terrain. Some of it's moderately complicated, but actually most of it's very simple. I'll just show you some of the simple stuff. Take this ploughed field, for instance. It's a piece of dark brown corduroy cloth. I got the cloth, I cut it into a shape, and that was it. This wheat field was pretty easy. It's just a piece of welcome mat, the sort of thing you might wipe your feet on after coming in through the door on a muddy day. I got a few offcuts of it from a shop for about 50p and cut them into rectangles. Making it a little bit more special, I suppose, is the scarecrow. I got 2 bits of wire and put them into a cruciform formation, and then I sculpted milliput over the top of that and got a fairly effective scarecrow. This depression was dead easy. It's just a bit of a carpet tile I found in a skip, an appropriate sort of dull khaki colour, and I got a spray paint and sprayed some black paint in the middle of it, suggesting a depression. The crest behind it, this crest line, is just cork. I got a thick piece of cork, again I think rescued from a skip, and I cut it into this shape with a big sharp kitchen knife, and then glued some flock on the top, and there you go. That does the job quite nicely. This wood marker is simply a piece of green towel which I've cut into a rough blobby shape. And this rough ground marker is just another bit of towel dyed beige. And I've got a bit of rubberized lichen bush to put on it. They're not necessary, they're just decoration, just to show this is rough ground. These orchard trees were dead easy to make. I just got some sprigs of wood from clipped hedges that had a sort of natural tree-like shape to them, glued them onto a piece of card, and then glued foam rubber flock into the branches, and hey presto, an orchard. Didn't take long. These hedges were dead easy to make. I made them very quickly, all in one afternoon. You just get a piece of card, cut it into a roughly rectangular shape, then squirge all over the top of that quite a thick amount of brown acrylic mastic, also known as caulking or sealant. Mastic comes in tubes like this, and you load it into a gun and squeeze it out. And that's enough so that when you get the rubberized horsehair, which is what the main body of this is, you can just sort of squeeze it down into the mastic and it sticks. I've then glued in various twigs to make it look a bit more woody, and then a couple of different colours of flock glued over the top of the whole thing. Hey presto! For the urban areas on my table, I have used this surface that represents cobbled streets. And it's very simple to make. It doesn't take very long at all. It's simply sheets of hardboard. So you get sheets of hardboard like this from your DIY shop, and then on the textured side of it you paint it black and then dry brush it, very pale greys and browns, and okay, a large expanse of it doesn't look like much, but when it's broken up by buildings it's pretty effective as cobbled streets.